What's up, guys, and welcome back to Western Wild Survival. We are here over on our new property. I've been cutting away at some trees, getting some work done. You can see we have $123,897. We're making some good money. Now, I had a lot more earlier from the first initial loads that I did. So you can see we have our tractor over there with the Taj Fun log puller and all that. Picked up one of those. Got rid of that little log trailer I was using. We don't need it anymore because we now have this, the Flegel. This is the auto load trailer. You can get that in the mod hub, and we have the next, the Lizard Yams 536 is the name of it. The next. This was the cheapest truck. Of course, it is a modded truck. So, yeah, I went with this one. So, basically what I've been doing here is, let's get up here so we can kind of see. I've been just clearing out the trees, going all the way across to the river on this side here, and then I'll do that other half over there at some point. But we got to be careful not to spend all of our money from what we make from these trees, because I need to be able to replant some saplings in here to keep our logging income coming in. Now, I do want to buy the north sawmill so we can start producing planks and possibly put down like a furniture production plant and make some more money doing that. So it's kind of what I've been doing. I'll keep you guys in, do a load of logs so you can kind of just see what I've been doing here. So I've just been kind of working my way towards the back. So I'll cut down probably, I don't know, 10 trees or so. And then I'll get them all measured out for the trailer to pick up on auto load, and then take them down to sell it. But yeah, we're clearing out the land pretty fast over here. I definitely want to be able to plant some more trees. Actually, let me finish trimming this tree here. And we'll get rid of that little awkward bit there. Let's take a look in the store here. And let's see, is it going to be in the forestry equipment? Yes, the planter. So this is only 26,000, and I think that's the only one. Yep. So this one is what we need to work on getting, which we have the money to go ahead and get now, but I'm not going to be too concerned about it at the moment. But yeah, 26,000 is what we need for that. And I do have the auto load, and I do have the free landscaping and all that stuff installed per the request of you guys through the poll. So that is all set up. So we'll be able to make this logging area look pretty nice. Just been getting rid of the stumps as I go. That way I don't have to worry about dealing with a stump grinder. Okay, so it looks like we got one little tree right here left, and we'll clear out these other ones right in front of it. If I can get this thing to lock onto the tree. Sometimes it does that for some reason. I don't know what the deal is with that. So how's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you're doing wonderful. The new the Holler series has been released. I went ahead and released the farm build and episode 1 in the same day. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that series. We got a lot going on over there, bunch of equipment to work with, and a pretty big farm. There we go. Wow, I missed a lot on this one. There we go. Alright, so let's see. I'm thinking maybe just take this little clump of trees out right here, up to the other half. We also got a get some new equipment like tractors and stuff like that to get our fields done a little bit more efficiently. I'm not sure exactly which tractors I want to go with just yet, but we'll get to that when the time comes. Now, I did not prepare the field. We are in season for planting canola. I have not done the fields or anything yet. We may end up doing that. This episode, we'll go ahead and get the field all cultivated and all of that stuff, and maybe set it up for something other than canola. There we go. See, what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees. So, thinking we'll take out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more trees right here. Maybe. There we go. I don't know what that was all about. Alright, where is that little... Where's that little piece from the tree? Oh, well, I'll find it. I'll find it eventually. Oh yeah, I definitely missed a lot on that one. I don't know what the deal is with that. Sometimes it'll work just fine, sometimes it won't. So sometimes I'll just come up in here and I'll crouch and just walk up the tree, and it seems to get it all. But it just takes a little bit longer. There we go. Let's see. Maybe just take down these 3 right here. Alright, we're on the last tree here. I'll get this cut down and then we'll start measuring out our cuts. We got to do 12 meters for that trailer. Get this all delimbed. Alright, so I think we got enough trees to make a load, I believe. So we'll just go ahead and start measuring these out. So what I do is I have the measuring thing. So I go to the chainsaw here, and I just put the chainsaw on the end, and alt right click, and there in the bottom of the helper menu, you can see it's measuring it out, which is a very handy little tool to have. So I just stopped just short of 12 meters. So somewhere right in there is fine. Get rid of that little bit on the end. And then, yeah, I keep repeating the process on all the trees. And 11.95. I like to go just a little bit shorter just in case something's messed up on it for some reason. Where's it at? There it is. So we'll go there. Alright, so we're good there. That one's only about 9 meters. That'll work. That one's only 9 meters. So we got these 3 all cut. We'll come over here and cut all of these, and then we'll start loading them up. Alright, we're on our last one here. Oop, went past it. There we go. Once you do it a couple of times, you kind of get the hang of it, and you start doing a little bit faster. Excuse me. Man, I don't know what's going on in my voice today. So let's see, that one is short enough, so we'll go ahead and disable that. And then instead of dragging it around with that tash fund, which I am going to sell, I just hop into here since we have auto load. We just pick a tree and drive up next to it and activate the auto load. So if I come up to it right there, hit that right there. And that right there is the only thing that I do not like right there is sometimes it'll do that. So I'm just going to hit the extreme or the super strength and get that on there correctly. So So what I typically do is I disable it, pull up to the next one, and stop, and then I'll activate it again, which I don't know why it's not picking those up over there. That way we don't get any branches or trees overhanging the end of the trailer. Keeps everything nice and neat and tidy on the trailer. Easier for transport, keeps it balanced, all that stuff. Why is this not loading? Because I probably did not cut this tree. I thought I did. Let's see. I sure did. Maybe this one's just a little bit too long, so let's cut about that much off of it right there. And let's go ahead and activate that. Yep, that was the problem right there. It was just a little bit too long. So we'll go ahead and pull up next to this one and get it loaded. And see how I picked up the one over there off to the distance. See if I can go ahead and get this one right here. Oh, yes. Very nice. So yeah, that's kind of the process. I can actually close that. That I've been going through with all of these trees. Makes it so much easier when dealing with the logs. It's amazing. Now, I do plan on getting one of those tree cutter machines. Just to do it a little bit more efficiently, get the logs exactly 12 meters. And just pile them up off to the side, so I just have to pull up next to the pile and pick them up. Just got a couple more to pick up here, and then we'll go down to the store and sell it all. Alright, we got our full load of logs there. Filled up the trailer nice. Could have probably got a couple of extra ones on there. And why is my auto load, or my auto drive, up like that? Has that been up this whole time? Let's see. That button right there, and that'll close that out. Okay. I gotta go through and reset all the auto drive stuff. There's something wrong with the course somewhere, and I cannot figure out where. But, yeah. I gotta go through all that, but I'll take care of that another time. So we'll get down here to the train yard. And this is why I wanted to pick this plot of land right over here, is because it's right next to the train yard. We can just cut trees, load it up, and sell them. Now, in order to fill up our sawmill at the north, once we purchase that, we'll have to just transport the loads of logs up there to fill that up. But we will keep selling logs down here as well to keep some money coming in. Get this backed up here, see how much money we get off of this one. Alright. Go ahead and take those straps off of there, and let's hit the sell. Boom. There we go. We got $35,340 off of those logs. Very nice. It's a very good source of income. So we're at 159,000. So with that, we can actually go ahead and purchase the cutter that we're wanting to get, so we can pile up these trees a little bit better. So I'm going to get over here to the tractor real quick, and we'll park this right here. Oh, nope, want that off. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and sell this Tajman thing, because it's just, I don't need it, so I don't really use it anymore. I used it for a little bit, and that was it. So if we go into forestry, there's our Tajman. We can get $35.59. I know I can get more at the store for it, but I don't want to have to transport it all the way up there. And, I mean, honestly, we don't really even need this here at the logging area. We could probably take it back to the farm. But for now, we'll just leave it right there. Let's hop into the store. And let's go to there, and let's go to forestry equipment. Now, you can see all this stuff we cannot afford. We can afford maybe a couple of them. Anyways, let's see. There's a mod. There's a mod. This right here is what I want to get to, you know, push the logs around at some point. This is the John Deere 360,000 for this, but this right here is the one that we want. And we can switch it to the wood harvester. And we could maybe do that just to add a little bit of fanciness, but we'll just leave the Trelleborg. So we're looking at $145,000 for this, so we'll go ahead and buy that. And that takes us down to 18.4. Not too bad. So we'll go ahead and swap over to it at the store. And there it is. It is the Lizard, so I mean it's nothing spectacular, but it will get the job done. So this this spins around and all of that stuff, and it does pivot in the middle, which is kind of nice. So we got that, and then we got the up down, and then let's see if we, how do you, okay, that rotates that, that's that, that's that. So if we do, okay, I'll have to figure this out and mess with it a little bit, but I'm going to get it over to the logging area, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we are down here at our forestry area. I went ahead and brought the other tractor back up to the yard and parked it and slept through the night. So this actually might be a little bit of a problem using, these trees are too heavy for this. So yeah. It starts to flip it over, and I can't pick them up enough to stack it into stacks and piles. So I don't know if this is gonna be worth keeping, to be honest. I may just go ahead and sell it and save up for the John Deere. Well, maybe not the John Deere, but we may end up saving for, let's take a look here. If we get, let's see, 435, I don't want those. You know, if we were to get like this, or the only problem with this right here is it doesn't have the auto length. It just cuts the tree. So I'll have to look around on the mods a little bit to see what I can find. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and sell the one that we have. Simply because it's just not going to do the job that we want it to do. And I'll get some forestry stuff done and bring you guys back in here in just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and sell this. We're only going to get 115 back. I am not driving that slow thing back up to the yard. Or back up to the store. So yeah, I'll go ahead and continue doing what I've been doing, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Alright, so I've knocked out a bunch more trees. We'll take a look at that here in just a second, show you the progress that we got. But we are sitting at $344,000, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up this right here, the 7200 Pro Series case, and I've already got it set up how I want it. We're going to do the Iceria Pro Compact, which detects the real nitrogen demands in your crops and all that stuff. We got the wide tires, and then we're going to set it up with GPS and all of that. So there's no front loader option on this, but that's okay. We're not going to be using it for that. We'll keep using the other tractor for the front loader stuff, and this one will be our workhorse on the field. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. We're getting 261 horsepower, 24 miles per hour on that. So let's go ahead and grab that. We're sitting at 169. We need to go, we got 261 horsepower, so we could run this cultivator right here, this Lemkin. I'm thinking that's the one we're gonna go with. It's 47.5. There's plenty of trees and stuff left, so don't worry too much about the money. Let's go ahead and switch that to Michelin standard, and then we'll change the tag back only and buy that for 47.5. Alright, so we're at 122.1. So, excuse me. So, yeah, so this is what we've got done. We've knocked out a huge chunk. Excuse me again. My goodness. We've knocked out a huge chunk of trees here, and we started working up this way right here. I've got the edges cleared out so I know where the property line is, and so that's all the logging that I'm going to do for this one. I've put this truck to work pretty good today, so we'll go ahead and head back to the farm, which is we could just cut through our property here and head out that way. So what we need to do is go up to the shop. We'll grab our new tractor and our new cultivator, bring that down, and we'll go ahead and start working on our field, our big field there, so we can get it prepped for crop next time. Now we could go ahead and also buy the Iceria soil sampler, so we can finally get some soil samples. We'll go ahead and grab that while we're up there as well, and we can go ahead and mount the cultivator to the back and the Iceria to the front, and carry it all down in one shot. So that is the plan. And let's go ahead. We could actually probably finally get rid of that old barn as well. Just thinking about it. We'll see about that. We'll see where we're at. But I'm going to go ahead and get this parked, and I'll go up to the shop and pick up our stuff real quick, and I'll meet you at the shop. Alright, we're here at the shop, and I'm going to go ahead and hop in here to the store real quick, and we'll go down to miscellaneous, and we will pick up this guy right here. It's going to be 17,000. Let's go ahead and buy that. And what we need to do is get that hooked up first, so we'll swing around and hook that up to the front. There we go. And spin around and get the cultivator hooked up, and we'll head down to the shop. Or not the shop, but the farm. This thing moves a lot quicker than our other tractors, that is for sure. So let's, so I don't drop the other one, switch that. There we go. Alright. And we can also sell our other stuff. I'm just going to sell it directly from the farm, so I don't have to drive all the way back up here to the store. But we'll go ahead and get this running on the big field there, and we need to take a look at our mowing stuff and see what we could maybe get. The Batwing John Deere deck mower and work on our field, but then we would have to get the windrower and a baler, and don't have enough for all of that. I don't think. We can check and see what we have available to us in the shop, but we'll go ahead and get this lined up on this field here. Right about here should be a good starting point, and we'll hop into the shop real quick, or we'll hop in here and go to our equipment. So we need to get rid of this one right here. We're only getting 626 back for that, but that's alright. And I think that is it for now. And we want to go ahead and get... Well, let's go ahead and cultivate it first. I'll just leave that sampler on the front. We'll go ahead and cultivate, and then... Actually, I'm going to stick this off to the side right here. There we go. And we'll start working our field here. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do a course play on this and just let it run. Yeah, I think so. Alright, so if we hit... Okay, of course the controls are not working. I don't know why, but I may have to reset my controls from the main menu, because every time it seems like I come back in here and I have to reset certain hotkeys for things, and it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is, I suppose. Alright, so course play, here we go. So open the mini GUI. I'm going to set that to that. And then we can do that. And let's go ahead and set up the course. We're on the big field here. And let's go 2 headland passes. Smooth and up, down, circle around that stuff. And we'll go ahead and generate. And from there, you can see our start point is right in front of us. We'll go first waypoint and hit start, and then we'll get rid of the lines there. We got stones coming up pretty far now in the field, but that'll be okay. We'll deal with that at some point. Obviously, we're gonna need a stone picker, and we cannot get that right now. So actually, while this is running, let's take a look in the store. So we need where is it? That's a weeder windrower. So we could get that one for 5,000. That one right there for 5,900. We're looking at just a little bit bigger spread. We get that one, let's see, 3.4, 4.7. Or we can get this one and get an 8.4 for 19.5. So it's going to be between probably this one or this one. So we're looking at 8 grand to 20 grand. So if we go back in here and let's take a look at our balers here. We can get that one for 22. It does square. This one does round bales. It's Pottinger. That one's 48,000. We may grab that one because we want to do round bales. I just find it easier to deal with than the square ones as far when it comes to stacking, honestly. Let's see. I'll think about this. I'll think about the baler and the windrower and make a decision there. Like I said, we have plenty of trees to cut down still, and the next round of money from the trees is actually going to go towards buying the sapling planter, and which, let's see how much that is. So we're looking at 26,000 for that. And then if we come into here and we look into pallets, tree saplings, you get 20 for 1,000. And that's the only option we have for those. So it's going to take a lot of saplings to replant that area. So we'll probably need quite a few of those. Which then we can test our new auto-loading stuff, but we're not going to worry about getting that stuff. We're done with the forestry stuff for this episode. I've been working on it for like 2 days. Yeah, so that should be good to go there. And I haven't done a time-lapse in a little while, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking just the direct cuts, and you guys seem to like that a little better than the time lapses. So I'll probably just go ahead and cut to when this field is done. We've seen this field cultivated a couple of times, I believe, so not going to stress too much about showing it. So yeah, I'm going to let this course play run and get this field all cultivated, and then we'll start taking our soil samples. Alright, this field is done and cultivated. You can see there's weeds growing on it, so we'll have to take care of those at some point, but for now we're going to go over here and take a look at this new little addition. You might have remembered me talking about something special for this tractor. And there it is. We've got it sitting right at the entrance of the farm on a nice little rock feature with some plants and stuff around it, and a flag and a little lamp to light it up at night. So that's where our old tractor is going to be sitting It's the one we started this series with, and it's become kind of like a little icon of this series. So yeah, that's where it's going to be, and we will not be using this in the future. Maybe, depending, I don't know, unless I come up with some kind of an idea where we should use it. Some other ideas hopping around in my head. But anyways, that's where this is for now. Now, eventually we got to replace all these fences, and I have a plan for this archway as well that we'll get into eventually. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this cultivator parked. Right here should be fine for now. And let's go back out there and get our soil sampler so we can start taking some samples. And yeah, we'll have to weed this field eventually, but for now it'll be okay. So, this shouldn't take very long at all to do the soil samples on this field. Get it hooked up, and hopefully it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this thing unfolded. And you can see right there that it covers quite a bit of area, so we'll get this thing lined up for a good starting point. Maybe about right in here somewhere. Pull it forward just a little bit. And right there. And there we go. Take our first soil sample. Alright. Number 1 is done. Move on to the next here. Right about there. Got to overlap just a little bit. And we just keep doing this around the field until we get all the soil samples. So yeah, I'll go ahead and knock this out real quick and bring you guys back here in just a second. Alright, just got a couple of more to go right up the middle here. And I'm seeing a couple of spots that the course play missed with the cultivator, but I'm not going to stress over that too much. Just a couple of little spots. I may touch it up later in between episodes or something before we start planting or seeding, whichever we decide to do. I need to back up. Nope, it got it. I was going to say I need to back up just a little bit. And looks like maybe one more. Oh, not quite, because that one little string off the side there. So we'll get this one and then one more. And that will take care of soil sampling this field. I'm not going to worry about the grass field right now. And that's because really we have no use for the grass field at the moment. It's just there and ready to go if we ever need to. So let's go ahead and fold that. And let's get this lifted up, and let's send the samples off to get tested. And soil samples are now sent to the laboratory. All right. Now let's go ahead and get this thing parked over here. Now I did buy a pressure washer so we can actually start washing our equipment, but I'll do that after or before the next episode or something. So yeah, things are starting to come together. We're going to do a couple of little things here real quick. The soil samples have been sent. They are analyzed. So let's go ahead and take a look. We'll go ahead and just park this right here for now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our map here. At our soil samples. Alright, so we have loam. And we have silty clay. So, apparently no soil samples to be analyzed. Okay, I didn't know it listed them down there. That's interesting. Alright, so pH level and all that. Nitrogen, yield. So the yield was fairly decent on this side of the field. Not so great in there. Alright, that'll be okay. And seed rate, low, standard, high. Yep, okay. Alright, so we have all of that. So we'll take a look at that in the next episode. So, now, let's take a look here. I did a couple of touch-ups over here. Going up to our pig field. So I got my loop coming in. I need to touch this up right here, but I didn't touch this because we're about to get rid of this finally. So, yeah, got the loop coming off of that to go around and out, or come out and come into our pig field, or come in right here and go to the pig field, whichever one. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And we'll probably stick maybe another pig field right here at some point, and maybe some more over off into this area. This may just end up being our pig area right in here. We got our open air greenhouses. We'll be upgrading these to the closed in greenhouses eventually. Maybe the modded ones that have the fertilizer in it. So we get more product out of it. We'll take a look at that eventually. But for now, let's go ahead and get rid of this thing finally. 5,729. The barn is finally gone, you guys. It is finally gone. Now, what I want to do actually is let's go into landscaping and let's go to paint. And I think I'm gonna stick to the gravel for now. And what I want to do is just bring this up to there and just kind of round it around that pole there. Alright. And I think we're going to actually start getting rid of some of this grassy stuff around the graveled areas. I'll sort that out in just a minute. So from there, what we want to do, let's bump this up a little bit in size there, and let's go straight across right there, and let's come up. I'll touch up the edges. So I want to match this right here, so I'll have to touch that up. So right there. And then let's go to grass. And let's clean up this edge right here. Like that. And I want to actually get rid of all that grass right there. Get rid of this right here. Alright. Touch that up right there a little bit. Clean that up. Alright, so from there, what I want to do is take the gravel again, and let's bump up the size. Messed up that edge right there, but that is alright. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll take it down in size so we can touch up that right there. So this little stick right here, if we go to grass, that should get rid of it, right? Then we go to paint and throw our gravel back in, and the stick is gone. So yeah, I can't remember who left a comment saying that's how you get rid of those sticks, but definitely appreciate that. That is a lifesaver. That was a couple episodes back. But yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna kind of start parking our equipment around here, and maybe look into a shed eventually. And yeah, I think that's good. So we'll take our grass and just kind of touch up around the edges a little bit. Kind of clean it up, make it look nice. We'll be getting rid of all these bushes and stuff as well. Get that right up to the edge. And fill that in right there. Alright. We are looking good over here on this side of the farm. That side, not so much. The middle, it's looking okay. This side, starting to look really good. So we'll be getting rid of all these little grass spots and whatnot over time. So, you know, just come through. Which I just added all this in, so... And then I kind of decided to start getting rid of it. Just to start making the map a little bit more presentable. Or the farm a little bit more presentable, rather. And... yeah. So, you know, you get the idea. That's kind of what I'm going for. Gonna clean it up a little bit. We're gonna do a couple of more things here real quick. As I continue painting. I might as well finish it out now. That's what happens when you can't leave things half finished. And then, you know, like little stuff like this, we'll come through and touch that up. So, I'm going to walk away from that for right now. So, what we could do, we have $94,000. Now, to get rid of this, it's going to cost $8 grand. Let's go ahead and do that. To get rid of, or not, to get rid of that, it's going to be 4. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. We'll have to take care of that. What is this, the chicken shed? $1,000. We'll get rid of that. And we'll need to get rid of the ugly fence, too. Alright, and then the house is going to cost another $5,800 to get rid of, so we'll go ahead and do that. That takes the fence and everything with it. And now the only thing left, I believe, is this. Another $3,300. So we're down to $72,000. Good thing is we have everything cleared out. Now we can really start to build this place out the way we want it. I think I will go ahead and replace these fences. I think I'm going to turn on the free fences because those do seem to be a little pricey. Although fencing can be pretty expensive, so I don't know. Let's take this white fence and just go from like here to here. You know, that's already $12,000 right there just to do that one strip of fence. So, we'll look into doing all that, but I definitely want to get rid of the old fences, and touch up the archway, and all of that stuff eventually. We'll start cleaning up some of these bushes around the fields and stuff, and next episode we'll probably get into some more field prep, and possibly seeding, or planting. We may do a root crop. I don't know yet. But yeah, so this is, we got this done today. Got some more new equipment. So we are moving up on this farm, you guys. Look at all this good stuff we got going on here. This right here was the big thing. This was the big thing right here. Bigger tractor. So, yeah, I'm going to get all this stuff cleared out in between episodes and organized and all that stuff. Maybe clean up some more terrain, paint and stuff. And go from there. So yeah, that is gonna do it for this one, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next one.